Hey, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at Matic Polygon. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. Jumping into the weekly chart, we can see that we are above the 20 EMA at this point in time, which is great. This is bullish. This means that we have come back above the EMA and we're starting to come back into this uptrend because Matic didn't even come back that hard with this correction, because we take a look, it had corrected 76%, which is okay, but we didn't dip below the 55 EMA. So obviously, if Bitcoin comes crashing back down to the low 20Ks or the high 20Ks, the 55 EMA would be a great place to put some bits into Matic. Now, let's take a look at some indicators. We do have the RSI starting to recover. We have been making constant lower lows and lower highs, and now we're starting to recover, which is showing signs of strength. We were completely overbought over here. As you can see, the RSI was almost at 100, sitting at an index of 100, which is incredibly overbought. If we take a look at the MACD, we can see that we still have this bearish cross in play, but the MACD is a lagging indicator, so we are going to get the bullish cross sometime after we have this upward momentum with the price, because it is a lagging indicator. First the price moves, then the MACD moves. Coming to the stock RSI, we can see that we're pretty much at the bottom. So this is a very bullish signal. This is one of the most bullish signals on the weekly. If you're at the bottom, this is signaling that the only way is towards the upside. So keep that in mind. So yeah, long term, you can put some bits into Matic at 55 cents at the 55 moving average, and it does move. So you have to bring it up to your charts and just see where it's at the moment. So yeah, like I said, looking very healthy. And let's jump into the daily chart. Okay, on the daily, we have started this uptrend. As you can see, Bitcoin's sitting at $42,500, I believe, at the moment of recording this video. But as you can see, we're being squeezed in between the EMAs, which is kind of good in my opinion, because if Bitcoin continues with this momentum, we're definitely going to the upside. And I will bring the fib up in a second, but I do want to say that obviously, if we break down, the 200 EMA on the daily chart is a great place to buy Matic as well. So keep that in mind. Bring the 200 EMA to your chart as well, because that will act as a nice support level. Because Bitcoin is kind of overbought at the minute, and we need to see a little retrace, but we kind of got that today. I don't know if we're going to come back down further, but I did give you a 36.5K Bitcoin price yesterday. We'll see if that plays out towards the end of the weekend, because that's when we usually see blood on the streets. Okay, let's bring our drawings up. So I do have two fib retracements. Just focus on this first one. So I've drawn it out from this bottom that was 62 cents, pretty much to the top over here, where we wicked 1, 2, 3, 5, 4 days ago, and that was $1.13. So that is our top. That is the top of the impulsive wave. So right now, we do have this buying zone at 0.618 and the 0.5, and we're going to mark that off just like that. So keep this price in mind, and I'm just going to give you the prices, by the way, right now. That is starting at 0.94 cents, and that would be 88 cents. So somewhere in between those prices, that is the buy zone for this price, because if it dips below the 0.618, it most probably will bounce off the 0.5, because as you can see, we have started coming back up, but we haven't come back to the 0.618, which is the golden ratio. But as you can see, we had this wick towards the upside, but it was from the 0.618. So potentially we still can come back down here. It is very probable, in my opinion. So yeah, if we lose it as support, obviously the 0.5 is your friend, and below that the 0.382 and the 200 EMA is right below that. But yeah, if it completely breaks down, then you should probably have some buy orders at 62 cents, because that is everything's possible in crypto, so you should be ready for all outcomes. All right, and as you can see, we're being suppressed down by the 55 EMA. We're hitting our head on it constantly, and that is just a sign of the trend weakening. But we do find ourselves in this ascending triangle, which is a bullish pattern. I'm going to give you the targets out of this pattern on the 4-hourly chart. And obviously the 20 EMA on the daily chart is curling up for that bullish cross. Hopefully we can get that in a week or two. We'll see how how Bitcoin does, because obviously Bitcoin is the king of crypto. So the 20 EMA on the daily is a good buying opportunity as well, but just don't put all your money into one buy order. Just spread the buy order across all of these levels. I would say towards the 0.382 at least. But just don't put your money into one order and then go to the comment section saying that, oh, you told me to buy at this level and it dipped lower. That's not what I'm telling you to do. You decide what to do with your money. I'm not a financial advisor at the end of the day. Taking a look at the RSI, we're making constant higher highs and higher lows, which is very bullish. We're sitting at 54, so still some room to grow. But if we take a look at the stochastic RSI, we have topped out, so potentially we are going to come back down. And yeah, that's where you can potentially see us moving back down to the 0.618. If we take a look at the MACD, we have created the bullish cross on July 22nd. So that is just a confirmation of this uptrend. So really, we're looking very bullish on Matic. This is a great project. I am not involved with it at the minute, but hopefully sooner rather than later, I will come and visit this project and actually invest in it. But yeah, if we take a look at the second fib level, the top fib level over here, that is sitting right at the 0.5 level of this larger fib that I have up, and we'll take a look at that later. But that is $1.65. So that is a potential target for us. That is somewhere where you can find a lot of resistance, because that is where we hit our head once we tried to come back up. So basically this was like a bull trap. And this is where we created this falling wedge. As you can see, we do have this falling wedge playing out, and that is the target from this falling wedge, because that is where it was created. So keep that in mind. This is a major target for us out of this falling wedge, which is a bullish pattern. So we are in a bullish pattern within a bullish pattern, basically. So that is great. Let's jump into the 4-hourly chart. Okay, let's just try to zoom in a little bit. So I did give you this nice buying zone, but if we fail to hold the 0.5 and the 0.618 as support, we can come back lower to the 0.382 or even lower to this support level that I have at 78.5 cents. So that is another area that you should be keeping an eye on. I'm going to mark it off over here as well. And I'm going to give you those prices for you: 81 cents, 81.5 cents, and 78.5 cents. So that is the prices that you should be looking at. And obviously strong resistance over here at $1.03, but now we flipped it to support basically. And yeah, we can remove this at the minute. We don't need this fib. And as you can see, we do have these two buying levels. Just keep an eye on them. And yeah, so we're on the 4-hourly chart. We made the bullish cross over here. We're getting yeah, we're seeing some nice momentum here, but as you can see, we are in this ascending triangle, basically making higher highs, but hitting our head on this level over here. So potentially what you can see happening is, okay, so this is where it's created, just down there. And if we see a breakout from the top to the bottom of the triangle, if we see a breakout, then we're potentially coming up to, just make it right like that, $1.15. And that is a strong resistance over here, as you can see as well. That is where we got rejected a lot of the times. So you can keep an eye on that level as well. And that is potentially where you can put some sell orders and just buy back in at the 0.236 retest or even lower. Or the EMAs will be up there by that time, so you can buy off the EMAs basically. All right, if we bring out, zoom out basically, and look at fib like this. So I've drawn the fib from the top over here, $2.70 all the way to the bottom. So this is our peak price, and our target will be the top of this fib at the level 2 on the fib, basically. And that would be, let me tell you, that would be $4.78. So that is our conservative price target, and by the end of this bull run. And I think that is possible to achieve. I think that is very possible, because Matic is a very good project. And do let me know if you want me to make a fundamental analysis on this project, because I was thinking of doing that. I do want to make an update on Dent, a fundamental breakdown on Dent, but I just can't really find the time to properly dig into the project. But yeah, I do really like Dent, and I do like Polygon. Let's jump into the, okay. The RSI. As you can see, we're really stagnant here on the RSI, but I do think that we're due for some for a little pullback. It just seems like we can't really break through that resistance level, but hey, anything's possible. We have started curling up on the MACD on the 4-hourly, potentially for that bullish cross. Just confirming that we are in an uptrend, and on the stochastic RSI, we are potentially bottoming out here in the floor, and that means that we might start moving up. So I would say that if we fail to break this resistance, close above it, and open up a new candle in basically 20 minutes, then yeah, we're potentially coming back down to the 55 EMA at least. But we'll see, guys. And by the way, the breakdown target from this triangle would be just the same target from the top to the bottom of the triangle all the way down, and that would give us this 90 cents price, and that would be in this buying zone that I gave you in between the 0.5 and the 0.786618 by I do apologize, 0.618 on the fib. So yeah, keep that in mind, and yeah, pretty much these are our targets short term for Matic. I do think that this 0.236 is going to act as strong resistance as well. That is $1.11. So you can have that up as well. That is another target for you guys. So yeah, look, we do have a lot of resistance as always, but hopefully we can get through them. That's it for this video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. Let me know if you are involved in Matic. I'm gonna catch you in the next one. Goodbye and good night.